Hello and welcome to this week's Boy Town podcast. Once again, I am riding solo. We'll say solo, I have a guess, but it's not Shane because he's once again on holidays. Doesn't care about you guys, unlike me, who shows you more love than your granny at Christmas. That's the worst analogy ever, but I do have a guest here, and this is not only the first time he's co-hosted the Boy Town podcast, it's the second time.
Third, it's a third.
Shut the fuck up. Third time, apparently, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Butler.
Oh, yeah.
He's there. Welcome to the podcast. Sugar Butt.
Yeah.
Butt Lord.
Yep.
Butt Master.
Yep.
Ass Eater.
Yep. It's that, not the ass here. That's not that last one.
Right, okay.
Right.
Well, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I feel good. How are you?
You look fresh.
Do you like this jacket?
I do. It's very Chamon.
This is my jacket. It's just the way I like it.
It's Chamon. If no one knows what Chamon is, if you're listening to the audio, imagine Michael Jackson would wear it. That's kind of what Chamon is.
If he was alive today, this is exactly what
I actually believe he was buried in that, and you actually might have taken it from his corpse.
I inherited it from the estate.
You know? But to be fair, it's kind of like fair for him to have that taken off him in death, because he took plenty of things from vulnerable people during his life, you know. So
I will not comment, Dave. The courts would not allow it, but what he did in his personal life was his own thing.
Yeah, but how much did he pay you?
Not enough to not do this podcast, which is, you know.
Yeah, well, hey, basically you are the guy who, if, let's face it, or probably more likely Shane, because he's got Crohn's, die. The one who will fill in and become the new boy in the block.
Yep, that's right. The Crohn's kid, Shane Todd.
The Crohn's kid, yeah.
That's what I call him.
To his face?
Yeah, all the time.
From now?
Yeah, the thing about Shane is he does well on Crohn's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's the only guy to get Crohn's and excel.
Yeah, well, I'm sure to those listeners, I don't know what they're called, cronies or whatever. I think those guys, I'm sure, probably resent that comment. But
by the way, Shane will be hating this right now. Shane, do you know why Shane hates this? I'm going to tell you why. He didn't hate last week's podcast. He didn't hate the weeks before podcast.
Why?
Because Colin and Kieran were on. They're two lovely burly men. You know what I mean? They're two big boys.
They are.
He doesn't like seeing this right now. I know Shane. I know you're looking at this and you're watching. I know you like seeing this right now. Because there's another young, sexy boy in town.
See, you know what? I just want to say, yeah, fair enough, sexy, but you guys aren't young anymore. You can't start calling yourselves young.
You're right.
You're 30.
You're right. It's
You know what 30 means?
It means I shouldn't wear this jacket.
Half 60, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and Shane is one of those guys who, like, he's 30, but he listens to Drake.
31,
you know what I mean?
Listens to Drake.
Oh, 31, shit, so he is. He's 31, he hangs about with, like, I don't know, 15-year-old footballers, quite a lot.
Yep.
You know, the good thing is, he would normally, if he was here, be like, Ben, cut that out of the podcast.
That's right.
Guess what? He's on holidays, I can say what I want.
That's right, he makes Ben do a lot of editing.
He does.
A lot of editing.
Like, normally we record for, what is it, average, you were saying 6 hours and 12 minutes. We record, and then it cuts down to, like, a 15-minute podcast. But hey, you know what this is?
Raw.
X-rated.
Raw, uncut, unadulterated.
Filth.
This is the podcast you listen to after dark.
This is like that milk you drink. You need a non-pasteurized, the very
homogenized,
like, the weird milk that you buy off some guy in West Belfast somewhere. You know, in high altitude of West Belfast. Like,
I forgot about this. I told you about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird pastime. Like, to be fair, not the weirdest thing you've done, but definitely close to one of the weirdest.
I feel like
things.
Shane now, like one of those weird things he would do.
Yeah, he does a lot of weird things, but I mean, don't want to tell people, but I don't even understand what this milk is.
Oh, well, it's called raw milk, and it's milk that has just come straight from the cow, and it doesn't go through any sort of machines like milk in shop does. It's actually illegal to sell it in shops. You're not allowed to buy this.
So are you just going to become a tout now and just out the seller of this illegal milk? Why would you buy that milk, man? What is it about that milk that...
I'm going to get you a bottle of it one day and let you drink it.
I'm not going to drink it.
No, you will.
I'm not.
It tastes beautiful.
You know what turned me? Breast milk. And that's straight from the tit.
Well, hold on. When were you drinking it?
I wasn't. I was just in and around breast milk.
What do you mean? Was this recently?
No, probably about a year ago when my daughter was just a little baby.
No,
you know, and
is that why your daughter's so skinny?
No, my wife, she squirted that milk. You know what I mean? She was like Kurt Angle, like it was milk-o-mania, but I didn't like it because it's like. Holly didn't like the suck straight from the teat, you know.
She liked the transfer.
It went through the bottle or whatever, and then you ended up just having all this breast milk just in a little and it wasn't like in bottles or in little packets. in the fridge. Whenever I came down, a big sleepy bear during the night to try and like pour in these bottles for the baby. One time I spilt all this breast milk all over everything, and I've never been more sick in my life.
Would you spill it on the floor?
Oh, on the hob and the floor, on myself, and then I, for some reason, just started like wading in it and rubbing it all over my face and going, oh yeah, and it was just a really strange experience.
You went to a euphoric state.
Yeah, it
went
was
to
weird.
Milkland.
I bought the Pipeworks and just started like inviting women to put milky tits through the glory holes and just soak me in it.
If there's one thing that's never been in the Pipeworks, it's a set of milky tits. Let me tell you,
There's
been some milky
balls. For sure.
Yeah, there's been
And
something.
pipes.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't for me. I would have preferred the breast milk to have been completely white. But it's, again, slightly yellow tinge because it's fresh from the tit. Like, so tell me why would you drink... Like, I'd rather have, to be fair, milk from a breast than I would have milk from a cow's dick.
Well,
you know, that's what happens. You go in there, you jack off the cow's dick, and all this milk flies out of it.
Now, you know female cows don't have dicks. So
No, but it's not. It's you get that big udder, and you just keep jacking
udder.
the udder, and then just all this milk flies
Now, you know
out.
there's like 4 others. It's not like one udder. Have you wanked a cow? Is this what we've just discovered now?
No,
Did you try wank a cow one night and it was a bull?
No, to be
That's
fair,
why the milk tasted stinking.
It was definitely saltier, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there was definitely enough to put over my bran flake. So, but all I'm saying is I prefer, because again, it tastes a bit like oyster when it comes fresh out of the pig.
Yeah, the
And
4 others.
the one, and it definitely tastes like that. Whereas if they obviously get that milk out of the one, it's a bigger udder, it's hairy, it's weird, and like, I obviously get all the milk and they send it to the factory and it makes nice tasty milk, whereas that milk was kind of like lumpy and not nice.
Well, the milk this cow comes from, you're going to go crazy here. This cow actually has 4 udders.
What the fuck? Is it some sort of Chernobyl cow?
I know. Tell me about it. It is.
What the hell? How many eyes did it have?
Yeah, just 2.
That's so
do you know
freaky.
it was actually, just like a normal cow that you've milked before with the one?
No, I just have the one. Everyone knows, listeners, visual watchers on YouTube, you all know, you go into the cow, you get underneath it, like you grab its big horns and like tie the big horns to like a fence so it can't move its head, and like it's also like most cows have a wee ring through their nose, so you can tie that to the horns and to the fence. Then you get under and you have to use 2 hands and you just work its big udder, and like it's weird because it's really hard before, and then just there's like 3 squirts, Ben, sometimes 4 squirts.
I just want to make a note, if you can just gif what he did there and put it on the Facebook page as an advertisement and send it to me as well, just to have to send on WhatsApp to people. That would be great. So, that was a gif word. Is it gif or gif? What do you say?
I say gif, man.
Me too.
G,
me too. G, hard G.
But that's what you do. You go in like, and it's hard. You milk that.
All right. Well,
and then they obviously send it to the factory and they make it smoother and more tasty, like normal milk.
Well, this raw milk, it just tastes nice. And here's how they get round it. You were saying earlier, if it's illegal, how do they do it? Here's how. They have an
IRA.
No, there's no IRA. It's not political. It's a
UVF.
No, not UVF.
I'm just saying paramilitaries today.
Yeah. No, they have nothing to do with the milk game. They're totally out of it now. Nope, they're out of it now. They're all out of the milk game. They retired from the industry. There's a donation box. So you go up to the fridge. You open the fridge. It's an open fridge. You take the milk out and you put a wee pound coin in, and that's how you donate and get the milk.
What if you just don't donate, so you can just take it?
Some people do that. I was up in Callandyboyne Estate, which is near you.
It is,
and they have an open yogurt fridge for their yogurt. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's very tasty yogurt too.
You go into the yogurt fridge and they have the donation, but here's what's been happening. People haven't been donating, so they had to put up a big A4 leaflet saying, due to people not donating, we will be stopping the donation box very soon, which is sad. It
is sad, because I feel like some people take advantage, because as you know, you can only get maybe half a pint of milk per cow. So imagine the time it takes to get enough milk to make all those yogurts.
Yeah. I don't know, Dave. I think we need to maybe take you to the farm one day and
hey, it's fine. My uncle actually has a simulator of a milking cow where he's like he just turns all the lights off. He's like, close your eyes, and he's got, it's albeit a smaller udder, but it'll work that, and it's less, but milk does come out. So I mean,
do you do it in a dark room just so blindfold on?
No, it's weird. It's like in a spare room. But
what sort of noises are made in the simulator?
It doesn't sound like a cow. It kind of sounds a bit more like a badger. And then the milk shoots out and you have to catch it. It's weird from the face because it's hard to get in the glass. But I mean, I'm not a farmer, so
fair enough.
I don't know, man.
Do you know who can't drink milk?
Who?
The Crone's kid, Shane Todd.
Shane?
Because it upsets his wee belly.
True.
Remember this? He has loads of foods he can't eat.
True.
Can't do that, can't do cheese, can't do like breads. He always has to get a gluten-free bread whenever we go places.
You know, all I'm saying is like, you know, is he just pretending to be fashionable or?
Here's what I was going to say, Dave, and Dave, agree or disagree, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is an open forum. Without Shane, we can say what we want.
Of course. Nah,
you know,
we are great friends with Shane. We respect, well, I don't know about respect. We like him as a person. We're there for him as friends. We're good people. You know, it's all good.
No, we're a business partner because contractually we're obliged to do both for another 2 years. So,
but what I'm saying is, he's not a bad person. You know what I mean? He's not a bad person. No, he's not a bad person. Here's what I'm going to say. You know, he's obviously doing really well for himself at the minute. He's got his wee tour coming up and all that stuff, true. And that's great. And, you know, Shane would tell you first thing, being like, oh, you know, I've built up my following over all these years, doing stand-up, doing, you know, all the videos and stuff.
Glory
but Dave, all that stuff, I've been building up the brand, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, Dave, me and you both know what the truth is, and that is, you know, when he first got Crohn's, everyone felt sorry for him. And so they all started we all started liking his stuff just because we thought he wasn't going to be here.
Because I mean, it's not often that, you know, to be fair, disabled people get the same opportunities as able-bodied people.
100%.
And I mean, there's stereotypes or some people that maybe like positively discriminate, whereas he's just a really disabled guy.
Yes. And that was when the turn happened. When he went in for his wee operations and stuff, and then he came out.
I was the one that helped him with that because he's like, oh, I have a sore tummy, and we were at a gig, Stendhal Festival, I think, and he's like, oh, my tummy's really sore. And I went, man, grow up, and I smacked him in the stomach, and he
there you
thought
go.
It was his appendix, and he went to the hospital, and he got his appendix out, and it wasn't.
What a prank!
It was just Crohn's. That's kind of the worst mug off of all time.
Ashton Kutcher took it out.
Yeah, and gave it to Jeremy Beadle, who's dead, so just set it on his urn.
You've just been punked. I didn't make sense.
I
tried because too many syllables. But yeah, sorry, I'm doing that rocking thing.
Chill out, man. Yeah,
I know. Sorry, I'm just having a good time.
You'd think you don't do your own podcast.
I know, right?
This audio.
Sorry, it's just.
Sorry, Ben's telling me to speak closer to the mic.
You should. You. Here's the thing: when you have to lean forward, I've got it nicely. Can you not drag it back?
I can, but I'll.
Are you gonna break it?
You know what? Will this be great for sound?
Will this ruin the podcast, Ben, if Dave moves this? Yeah, just put... There you go.
What about that? What about that, you dick sucker?
Just try your best. It's funny in the
like
camera. We look so opposite of each other.
I know, one's just this big, sexy mountaineer guy, and the other's like you know?
Like, we could never share an ex-girlfriend together.
Well, we could.
No, because she would have to have a real broad spectrum of taste in men.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I just take whatever, like, you know.
Oh, your wife will be delighted to hear that.
Yeah, well, she was a good one, you know. She's like, She
was a good one.
I like to look at women like fish, you know, like you go out in your wee boat and you dip your rod into the sea a lot, and, you know, hopefully a big fish will come along and just stick their mouth around your rod, you know, and... You know, you get them in, you maybe have a wee look at them, take them a few dates. More often than not, they'll die if they're out of water, but I mean, you know, eventually you'll find the one that means so much to you, and then what you'll do is just hit their head off the side of the boat and take it home and eat it.
And Dave, you and I both know I'm still trying to find that one.
Yeah, man, do you want to use, because again, Boytown gets, like, normally... Well, when you were on the episode of Shane, it got like 6 listens, but now when you were on with me last time, it got like, I think, what was it, Ben? Like 7,000.
Yeah, big
in a day.
Big
so
numbers.
I mean, we're probably talking record-breaking numbers here. We're probably talking like we should branch out and do our own podcast called Boy Land.
Yep, yeah.
Or
Guyville.
Dude Village.
Yeah.
Or no, French. You could call it, I don't know, Garçon Village.
Yep.
Yeah. or the world of cum. What about that? So there'll be, look, so if you want to use this now as a chance, again, we don't have any sponsors anymore on the podcast.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, well, we do have Patreon, but that's a story for later on.
Oh.
So if you want to advertise yourself, you want to put yourself in the market.
I do.
You know, basically just let people know what the sugar butt is.
The sugar butt is 30. The sugar butt still lives with his parents, ladies. The sugar butt is single, straight. He
on occasions.
You know, all occasions.
Dabbles.
In you know, on the weekends.
P-nanny.
And yeah, you know, I don't think, like, I've got a lot going for me, Dave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still...
Alive.
Yeah, still alive.
So fair play, that's a good pitch.
There you go. That's the way I can put it.
Yeah.
If you like a guy that's still alive,
Man,
consider it. Just
I sort of
consider
feel
it.
like this maybe leads me on the topic. Do you watch Love Island?
So this is the first year that I've actually watched an episode, and I've seen one and a little bit episodes.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been dipping in now the news with it, but I'm not like deep in it like you are.
Hey, look, I wasn't going to be watching Love Island this year, and then I got forced into it.
You say forced.
Well, it was just on the TV always, and I mean, then I pay my TV license most of the time, and I want to be in there. I want to be getting my money's worth because I'm a tight guy. No, I'm an old man. I need to
bought a new car?
Exactly. Albeit I was given it by a sheik, but that's not.
Oh, that's true.
Here nor there. That's why it's gold.
Yeah. Like this jacket.
But I have to watch the pennies, and then the pounds will look after themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I like to just get my money's worth by watching Love Island, and am I invested in it now? Yes. Am I just going to reference money the entire time in this podcast? Yes.
Yeah, well, it has to be done. What would you like to talk about Love Island? What's on your mind?
I just feel like you're trying to sell yourself here to the ladies. I don't think it's a desperate plea quite yet. I mean, you think it is. Oh, right, okay. This is a desperate plea. Look down the barrel and make.
Do you ever see a Troker advert, Ben? At this point, insert some Troker sad music in here. Hey.
For any Protestants out there, that's War on Want.
Yep. Here's the ad. Hey.
Oxfam.
Hey there. I know you are looking at me right now and you're thinking...
Wide on.
Right? But for just one day a month, you could have this in your house, talking to your parents, eating your food, going on your holidays, disappointing your dad, and disappointing you in the bedroom.
And the dad on it. It's a bit of a...
Do the right thing. Swipe right. And music there. Bam. That's the ad.
So what I'm saying is, I would be very keen to see the Sugar Butt on Love Island next year. I want the listeners of the podcast to get behind this petition. I want you to start a GoFundMe page just so he can buy swimwear. I don't want to see you on Love Island.
I've got swimwear, Daddy.
No, not the swimwear that the people want. If you're going to be on Love Island, people want to see sleek. They want to see, they want to see you be able to carry your entire wardrobe onto Love Island in a bum bag. That's what they want to see. Just all just slinky.
Fair enough. I would go on it for all the crack in the world. I think it would be great to go on it because
look, I mean, like you like guys to be working out. There's guys that work out on Love Island.
Yep.
You like to sun yourself. You're very keen on a tan, and hey, you like girls. You like girls, am I right?
I like girls. I like the pool. I like the water.
Alright, okay, you're a water guy.
I'm a water boy.
You're a grown-up water baby, some would say.
Yep, I agree. I'm like in the womb when I get back in that water.
Name me a river in West Belfast, or they just have like streams. I don't really know what those people have up there. They're a weird race up in West Belfast,
Yep.
They're frightening, especially you, the high altitude ones.
Yep, that's what it's all about.
You just get into puddles.
It's just wherever there's water. We're like a wild animal in the Serengeti.
Definitely wild for sure.
In the Serengeti, like those lions, whenever a puddle, so they see it and they just pounce on it. That's the way I am. Whenever I see a bit of water, I just get my claws.
I'm glad you said water, not a woman, because I could have been very aggressive.
I mean, that's where I was. Getting ready to go next. But
right, so you're in Love Island, right? They have in Love Island, they seem to to me, as an old married guy now, I'm out of the game a while. I don't know what it's like. In the real world of dating, do people use the phrases like they do in Love Island, like, hey, I'm just looking to get to know you a bit better, or
do you know,
is that what it's like? Or
I'll be honest, I do think Love Island is quite reflective of today's dating world. I think if you're watching it, you're definitely getting a good insight into what everyone's mindset's like now at the minute.
Because see those sayings like that, and they have a few others like, oh, it is what it is, and all this shit.
Yeah.
I feel like, could we incorporate some, boy town type sayings in the Love Island that might do well? I think if you were in the villa and you went into the hideaway to speak, and people like, yo, what's Sugar Butt here for? You could be like, hey, I'm just keen to show people what I'm all about, and they'd be like, well, what's that all about? And you'd be like, hey baby, just let me show you.
Yep, I would say that. I would say, I just hope that me and the other people in the villa are going to have a real creme fraiche time tonight. That's another thing I would say. And they'll be like, the producers would be like, sorry, could you just repeat your link again? I'd be like, yeah, sure, just here to have a creme fraiche time tonight. And they'd be like,
And what if someone came out and delivered you like a cold drink of water? Would you be like, oh, so calm?
I'd be like, it's so cum. And then when something good happens, like we get like a wee text saying, there's stuff
Got
happening.
a text.
I would just go, I do the wee text noise.
Beep, beep.
Wonderful. That's what I would do, right down the camera lens.
But you know what would be awkward? If you were like into the water, like swimming pool, and you went, oh, this is water. And people would be like, what? Are you fucking simple? He'd be like, it's water, so water.
Like, this is so water. And they're like, yeah, well, no, it is. It's a pool. And I'm like, I know, but the pool is so water.
And you'd be like, looking people dead in the eyes. No,
it's
so water. And then, like, what would be sly, like, if a couple of the guys were, like, you'd be going back and look, I think he's been really sly to you, mugging you off and going chatting to these girls. And then you'd be like, that's pretty cricket.
Yep.
And you'd be like, that's so cricket. What you need to do is come with a creme fraiche cum cowboy, get water in the water, and finally, like, it's like, I guess showing people what you're all about. It's kind of like, do you remember in Aladdin when Jafar finally got the lamp and his true evil snake self came out?
Yep.
That's what you need to do. You need to get someone in a quiet corner and just show them what, like, I mean,
get them to rub the lamp.
Exactly, get them to rub that lamp, and you'd be like, a genie will come out.
It'll come out.
Or milk will just come out if you get the right cow,
If we've learnt one thing today, it's how Dave milks a cow.
So what I want to know is, like, you're in Love Island, you see a girl you like, I'm the girl you like, I'm at the pool, chop me up.
Hey, how's it going?
Alright.
Yeah, so that pool's cool, isn't it?
Don't know, I haven't been in yet.
Yeah, no, it's the pool and stuff. Is there any guys you like, or what's the guys you like?
Quite like Deshaun.
Yeah. I like the mustard.
What does that mean?
And Dijon mustard.
Is it because he's black? You're making fun of him?
No. I don't have any sort of race affiliation. I love all people and equalities and stuff like that.
Sound racist to me.
No, I swear to God, it's not racist. it's just
digging yourself a hole.
I was honestly just trying to make some small
conversation.
Hole. No, if you could just listen.
Digging a hole.
Oh my God! Okay, I'm racist. I hate black people. Ah!
And then you'd be evicted first day.
And that's how it is. Now, Ben, don't just cut that one line and put it on loop.
Please, I just want I'm racist. I'm racist.
Yeah. Cut out the whole story beforehand. Yeah. Just say bad tech issue. But yeah, so yeah, I think.
Would you like there to be more Asian people in Love Island?
I
mean,
that's Asian for yes.
I feel like those guys would really.
What, Asian guys?
Just those guys, just Asian people generally, would be a real great addition to the villa. Like, they could just be doing a load of really fresh things, with modern technology and stuff,
I agree. I think there would be good banter.
I feel like, you would have a lot in common with, like, an Asian guy. Like, I think you would form a bond with him, and then...
I am essentially an Asian guy without...
the Asian heritage?
Yeah, let's say heritage.
Like, if you were to describe some things about you that's Asian, what would you say?
I like slurping on a good noodle.
Nice.
I like a good, the wok is my favorite utensil in the kitchen.
Nice.
You
like Kung Fu, don't you?
I love Kung Fu Panda.
Nice.
What else? I like, that's me. And this jacket is quite Asian.
It is definitely very.
I like the people. I like the people. I like. Just everything about China.
Do you like the fact that they like develop technology? Like they develop like a case where you can put your notes for work, but also you can drive it like a car to work.
Do they have that?
Yeah, stand on. It's not really like a car. It's more like a scooter.
Oh yes, I have seen that.
They're
actually
pretty fresh.
That's good. I could see you in one of those.
Yeah, and I could see it break. I think that would be a pretty bad thing. So you're all. Do you reckon that's something we could do? Listeners, do you want to see...
Let's start the campaign.
Sugar Butt get on Love Island? I think that's... You did a video that did pretty well a few years ago when you were like looking for a job.
Let's do that.
I think you could do something similar to why you should be in Love Island.
And I rapped 50 reasons why I should be in Love Island.
Yep.
That would probably go pretty good.
What you should do? Sing it nicely.
Oh,
Instead of
slow
a rap,
jam it.
yeah,
Hey
just
girl,
yeah.
I know you want me on that island.
And then eventually what happens is it pans out and you're just wearing like the smallest skimpiest underwear. That'd be such a great video.
Yep, put it on the list right down.
Yep, skimpy underwear.
We'll do something like that. We were talking about doing. I wanted to do something this year, but I was too late. But now we've got a full year to plan. I feel like we could really nail this.
Well, I'm gonna put you in for it. I'm just gonna do that. You know.
I'm totally down for it. Now, the producers, I'm probably not what they're looking for because they want anyone that's under the age of 25 that is chiseled. And
nah, man, there's a lot of older dudes on this year. Like there's 29-year-olds.
There is actually. You're right.
I think there's maybe a 30-year-old. But you could just lie about your age. Like if you said you were 12, people would go for it.
If I shave, I should probably like Photoshop all my pictures to have like a good looking, like I should make me look like 6 foot, like Tommy Fury type picture.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you would certainly be good entertainment on it.
I would mix a lot. I would purposely cock block every fella on it. Do you know what I do?
Would you be the first guy to get hit on Love Island?
Yep. I'd be the first guy where all the fellas just group together and go, we must take him out. You know what I mean? Like like some sort of tribe.
But I mean, I'm very excited to see that. I want to see you on Love Island.
Yeah.
You know?
But when they're looking over at me, I'm with all the girls. Now, I'm not going with any of them because they all think I'm... But...
The hairdresser?
Yep, they all think I've got arthritis.
I thought you meant like...
No. But... They all, I'm their best mate. I'm all their best mate, and the fellas.
And then whenever they're like, I don't know, vulnerable, you'll just take it. What? No, is it not? No.
Dave, I don't know what you've heard. We're still waiting on the court deciding about our verdict, but you know.
Sorry, I thought we could talk about that.
No, that's the one.
Man,
thing.
I think we're down the hole. We've got a new segment on the podcast.
Down the hole.
I've been doing this the last couple of weeks with other hosts. It's called Roast Shane.
Okay.
So basically, you know, it's...
And everyone's did this?
Yeah, everyone's Kieran and Colin.
As long as everyone's did it, I don't want to be the only one to do it.
It's fair. They've come on and they've just basically said what they don't like about Shane. So, I mean, if you just want to roast them real quick, that'd be pretty sweet.
Alright, Shane, you know, he ends up having a lot of... do you know what he is? He sees what's trendy and he jumps on it. Here's an example. Someone told him about bone broth. He never heard of bone broth in his life, right? Never mentioned me or you about it.
It's weird because remember we used to go to the Kremlin when we were in FNT and stuff. There's a lot of guys who are coming up to me being like, "Would you like a gob full of my bone broth?"
Do you know I got that offer too?
Yeah.
Nah, I was too busy to take it.
And I didn't like the fact that people had like, you know, scraped bone marrow from bone and made into soup. So I went, "No, guy."
Yeah.
You know, and then they're like, "It's from my dick," and I went, "Well, I would have done that, but I've already eaten." So
yeah. But yeah, so Shane gets into these things where he's never into them, and then one day a switch flicks.
Like you say, it's trendy. Like who's it trendy
he's read
with?
2 articles online and goes,
like, does he hang out with witches? Like sorcerers? Like who actually goes, "You need to eat bone broth to make you big and strong"? Like it should be Crohn's broth he should be on to make himself better.
I think that's what made him sick in the first place.
The bone broth. You know what? Like that was my theory, that he's not actually sick. It's just he eats things in such a weird way. Like he keeps testing his food with his tongue. Salmonella.
Imagine that's what made him sick, yeah.
The bone broth, you know, not sweet for him.
So he got into bone broth out of nowhere for about a week and then never touched it again. Never drank wine in his life. Now is a wine drinker. Never drank coffee in his life. Now drinks coffee.
See, like he comes up to you and gets on like he's invented these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, player,
you've never heard of it.
You know, I've been drinking coffee since I was 6, and I've been drinking red wine since I was 5. You know, and I know the score.
The worst thing is he'll come back from the States. He'd be like, guys, have you ever heard of baseball caps?
And I'll be like, no. Obviously, I could say no because the way I tried to put that on there.
Yeah. Be like, guys, there's these new iPads that are out. I don't know if you've got into them.
Have you ever heard of Nokia? It's got this game called Snake.
Yeah, guys.
But I mean, like, it's weird. See, if you don't drink red wine or you don't drink coffee, you're essentially a weird freak guy.
Well, that's me.
What?
That's me. I don't drink any of those 2 things.
Ben, what are you like for time? I need to go. This guy's too weird.
Ben.
30, should we get into listeners' questions?
Before we do, I would like to do... I proposed this to you. I WhatsApped you before the show started, and I said, Dave, can I perform on the Boytown podcast for the first time ever?
I said no.
And I'm going to do it anyway.
Disrespectful on my podcast in my office.
The first ever. Well, here's the thing. You're saying it now. You're going to be very red-faced in a minute. Trust me. Can I perform the first ever...
Why would you going to do? Make me do burpees?
The first ever. Yeah. I'm going to make you take a walk. I'm going to...
oh, meow. Little bitch boy.
I'm going to perform the first ever magic trick.
Okay.
On the Boytown podcast.
All right. Pretty sure I've done the wine trick before.
Have you did it like you did? Here's the thing. I know you like magic. I know you're a magic guy.
What do people actually call me? Wasn't it David Copperfield Elliot?
Yep.
Lane?
Yep. You were the third most famous magician named David in the
Correct.
world. And that's including David Mead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, David Mead, he's not. What did he tell me? He said he was a mind bender and a criminal. Not a magician.
Yeah.
He's very keen to point out he's not a magician.
He's both those things, and he's very good at being both of them.
Yeah. It was really weird, because whenever we were on holiday with him, he's like, do you want to see this trick? And I went, sure. And he just went to the bar with my wallet, and then there was no more wallet.
Yeah, and you haven't seen him since.
No, I haven't seen David the wallet or that drink.
He did the vanishing act on you. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my phone. So I'm going to open my calculator on my phone for you. And it's not like those dodgy calculator apps that some people have on their phones. This is the Android
What
app.
are these, like perverts?
No, I don't know what they are, Dave, but either way, I'm going to give you that. I don't want you to let me see it. Here's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Type in any random 2-digit number for me, okay?
Right, okay. Let me have a good old hard think about this.
I don't want me to influence your decision anyway. This is a free choice, David, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got it? 2-digit number? Yeah. I want you to multiply that by another 2-digit number and hit the equal sign for me. Let me know when you did that.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to again multiply that by another 2-digit number of your choice and hit equals for me.
Yeah.
You done that?
I've done it.
Alright, now, what I want you to do to make this entirely random, have you got like a number you would use to unlock your phone or your bank card or something like that? Like a 4-digit number?
I see what you're going to do here. Break in and steal all my millions.
Well, you can either make it up or you can
just
give me a 4-digit number. This is just to make it entirely coincidental. Yeah. I want you to put in multiply it by a 4-digit number and hit the equal sign. Let me know when that happens.
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
Is there like a big long number now?
There certainly is.
Can I see it? Let me have a little look. Alright, so you probably won't be able to see us on the camera, but that's okay. You can read it out. Does that number have any sort of significance to you in any way, do you think?
But if you turn it upside down and it says boobies, I'll be shocked.
No. Are you sure that number doesn't have anything?
I'm sure.
It's not the 28th of July 2019 when your black box show's happening? Is that not what it is?
Yeah. That's freaky. That's very freaky.
Did you like that?
Whoa. Hey, on that
note. Did you like that? That was good.
Freak me out.
Hey, there you go. Now, that's the promote your show.
Yeah.
You can now clip that and use that to promote
your
guys,
show.
You're welcome.
The black box, I'm freaking out here.
On the 20th.
Oh, this weird, creepy
And
guy.
by the way, just so everyone knows, wasn't a setup. We didn't discuss this beforehand.
No.
You took those numbers of your own choice.
I did. But my show is 20th of July at the Black Box 2019. And yeah, there are a few tickets. It's selling well, but there are a few tickets left.
So there you go. Now
this guy's going to film it, and Lord knows what other weird things he's going to have there in that film. He probably, I don't know. I actually feel like I need a break now because I'm freaking out.
I just blew his mind.
You did. My mind's been blown. And hey, I like to be blown, but not my mind. I'm not feel. I actually feel like I do need to.
Do you need to really?
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink of water here and then
calm down. Alright, I know it was a big deal, or I'll take the reins from here. You just need to settle yourself. But I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Is there a way that you can? I won't ask. You're in the magic circle. I wouldn't ask it all.
I'm in the magic circle. I would get kicked out if I tell you anything, Dave. They're very strict about it.
Right. Okay. Listeners' questions. The questions of the listeners. Right. That was brilliant.
Thanks.
Well done.
I appreciate that.
That's how you shake hands in this podcast.
Yeah, and then I kiss it.
But yeah, that was great.
Listen, I'm here to provide entertainment for the citizens.
And I didn't even know.
By the way, Ben, feel free to clip that, use as promo, do what you want with it. I'll sign off on it.
Hey, look, and there's literally the poster of my show as I open Twitter. Ding, ding, ding.
And it's going to sell out, and it's going to be a great night. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to film it. I'm going to do I'm going to give you a very sexy video of the show.
I'm keen to see that, of course. Ready for the first question?
Hit me, daddy.
It's from our boy Nathan Consilia. Hey, Sass Masters. Answer me this. Out of Season Quandary, what's the best kind of Easter egg? Hard to beat a Kinder or a Kit Kat.
Do you want me to answer first?
You're a man who I know is very fond of Easter eggs. You're known as an Easter egg connoisseur.
I have a sweet tooth. That's my.
You certainly do.
I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do many things. I love chocolate. That's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my cocaine, right? And I do sniff it. But I do you know what I remember this reminds me of? Do you remember when you were younger and you first seen a cream egg Easter egg, like the size?
Yeah, and you thought
it was filled with that nice gooey cream egg goodness, and it wasn't, and that was dead sad. So I can't, in a dream world, that's my go-to cream egg. In the real world, it's probably...
Did they not make that at some point? But I think...
Here's what they did, Dave. The internet did it. Someone online did it. So they have made them before, but...
I'd imagine it'd be gross for like people's hand marks and all that.
Yeah.
I want Cadbury's to make it themselves.
Yep.
Like, I would personally say that I would be willing to go to the farm and I will get a pail of milk from a cow and I will give it to the Cadbury's men to make the cream egg. I would do that.
I'm pretty sure they have the milk in stock, so don't
Hey, no,
worry
I am happy to do that. I enjoy milking cows.
I know, I'm starting to get this theme today that you're really...
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I know, we can say it again.
I enjoy milking cows. But any other, like, the ones that do exist that are not just, you know... Because, I mean, to be fair, man, that's kind of dream world stuff, you know. I know...
That's dream world
like,
stuff.
I've been kind of getting into visualization recently. I've been looking into it, and people say if you see where you're going to be or what you're going to have, yeah, you can achieve that.
Yep.
So... in my head, I'd like to visualise that cream egg being a thing.
Yep, me too. I like the Milky Bar cream egg because it's a little bit different.
White, you use white because, I mean, you prefer white to brown, I know that.
Yeah, you know, if there's one thing, I definitely do prefer.
What about Kinder?
Kinder, don't know.
See, I like a Kinder ice cream, you know.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's like you get it in like holidays places like Spain. You know, I don't know if it's an actual... You purchase it. I'm sure you can purchase Kinder ice cream, but I mean like ice cream with bits of bueno in it. Very sexy.
Yeah. No, you can probably get that here.
You know what? It is hard. I'll be honest, as an old dad guy, I like to get Easter eggs that give me a wee mug, like a Yorkie mug. You know, not for girls. Hey, fuck that. You know, down with the quality.
Yeah. So yeah, in the real world, it's probably just I'm very boring. I'll just take a Cadbury's egg, any Cadbury's egg. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'll go Yorkie. You know what? Anything to do with Galaxy's nice. You know, they do make a tasty chocolate.
They do the honeycomb chocolate.
That's very tasty. Again, it's hard for me at the minute because I'm fully on a diet. So I mean, like, I'm going home to watch Love Island and basically eat grapes.
Me too.
Which, I mean, in days gone by, I would have had a 3-course feast. You know, pheasant.
Oh, we've had some feasts in our time.
You know,
we've had some. We've broke some bread together.
We have, and listen. The diet is going to be a sustained change. It's not a fad diet.
Nope.
I'm just changing the way I am, so I can still allow...
It's a lifestyle.
We times where, like, I'm going to watch the Open this week. I'm going up on Friday and I'm coming back on Sunday. Hey, spoiler alert, there will be beer. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a guy.
Yep.
You know, I'm a man. I'm over 18 years old, and I like to drink beer.
Dave, you gotta live your life.
I'm going to eat a sausage. Probably. Well, with any luck.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to have some burgers. Yeah, I'm going to have some baps.
Yeah. You're damn right you will.
You know, I might have barbecue as well. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out.
Ayo.
Thanks for the question, Nathan. He is a special guy, Nathan. He's a very special guy.
Shout out to Nathan.
Yeah.
We like you.
And Jamie Harrison's really come in with some crud this week, some real dirty stuff.
Oh, no, Jamie.
He knows you're on, so he's come in with the dirt. Name your top 3 best ever danger wanks. Aaron, you go first.
See, here's the thing with me. Is a danger wank whenever like you do it and you're doing it close to someone, or like...
I think it's like... like the classic fable of a danger wank is you're like getting to the point where you're just about to ejaculate.
Can I take my jacket off?
Oh yeah.
Just really warm.
Man, who's that on your t-shirt?
What?
Your t-shirt?
Oh, that's R. Kelly.
Do you know R. Kelly's been arrested for bad stuff?
Was he in the news recently?
Yeah, fully in the...
Has he got a new song out or something?
No, he's a sex offender.
All right.
Put your jacket.
Like
yeah.
Robert?
Yeah, Robert.
Are you sure it wasn't like Usher?
No, it's hey, just because they are both the same ethnicity doesn't mean they are criminal. Ben, you cut that? You definitely edited that out, yeah. Right. So danger wank guy is whenever, like, I think you're just about to ejaculate and then you call somebody, like your mum, and you have to finish before she comes into the room. I think that's historically what it is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to just think, I'll rephrase Jimmy's question, say any risky wanks that you've had, or times you've nearly been caught, or times you have been caught.
Now, what you need to know about me, Dave?
Just about up a wee bit, guy.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
What you need to know about me, Dave, is whenever I do play with whenever I
Tack off your dick.
whenever I get involved with myself in a certain way, I like to make sure it's the least amount of risk possible. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My parents are going on a 2-week holiday in October. I bought that, right?
All right, okay.
And why are they going?
So you can wank.
So I have just peaceful time. So
That's the most expensive wank.
Now, am I also going to the Galgorm as well to do it? Yeah. Even though they're away.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a package. It's.
Do you like candles?
I do it all. You know what I mean. I get room service.
Room service.
I put the little thing on the door in the hotel.
Do we sign to invite the maid in?
Yeah. Truthfully, I can't recall a time where I've been like, oh bollocks. I think I do you know what it is? I'm too scared. I'm afraid. You know what I mean? I know you're the opposite. I know you will.
Yeah, well, done my time.
Yeah. But back in the day, like when you were in your parents' house and stuff, you would have been.
Yeah, like I mean, I still been wanking from I'm 32 now, so I've been wanking for 28 years. And
yeah,
in the beginning,
hasn't did you any harm, either.
No, absolutely not. So
keeps you young.
Keeps me young, keeps me supple. Only 32 now. A lot of people surprised, say I look older, but I mean, I don't really think I have done any dangerous ones before. I did it once on a roof, standing on one leg, but I mean, that was high altitude, less oxygen, made me feel good. Yeah. Kind of like a safer way to asphyxiate yourself,
Yeah.
But we'll move on to the next question. Are you keen?
Yep, very keen.
Darren McBride said, what noise does Shane make when he goes to put ketchup on his chips and the watery ketchup juice comes out first? I actually think that's a pretty good segue for the last question. I imagine it'd be similar to the noise he makes whenever he's doing other things.
This is how it goes. It goes, I'm sorry.
I could imagine going. I should have gone for the brown sauce. What I reckon. Well, I felt like my face went really red there. That's
wow, you're gonna faint.
I believe so. Let me just see. Onto the boy town. Oh no, look at this guy. Always creeping in Ben with the creepy photos. And
I tell you what, Ben's a good photographer. I like that.
You know what? He's a good photographer, but he's also a creep.
Yeah.
World-renowned, infamous creep guy.
It's funny he's the least creepy of any person in this room right now.
And that includes guys under the table.
That includes the two guys that have been under the table the whole time. Keep it up, fellas. You're doing a good job.
Hey, definitely keep it up for sure. Matthew Mernon. Do you want to do that? Lovely. I love that. Hey, Matthew Mernon has shot the load early here and got his facts incorrect, but we'll do it anyway. Hey. Great to get Shane back from his fact-finding mission. Not yet, another week, my man. So now that the Make NI Great Again campaign in association with the Sunday Life is up and running, what are its major goals and pledges? #Smick Culture Act. So I think what he's saying there is Shane's obviously gone over there to learn from Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. He's obviously made America amazing. Mm-hmm. I've made it great again. It's amazing, fantastic, the best place. So what he's going to do is come back here and take some of those things Trump's done, deliver them here. Wouldn't be surprised if he came back orange.
Yeah.
I could see Shane doing a bit of fake tan. I don't think he's done it yet, but I could see him migrating to that. He could get a nice tan when he's on his holidays. Now he's back. He's like, I want him to sustain that tan and go to the fake tan. But I mean, what would you do to make Northern Ireland great? If you were to become the president of NI, what would you do?
It's a good question.
Would you pardon R. Kelly by any chance? Straight away.
What do you mean? You know, my wee cousin R. Kelly. Boom, old joke. No, I would. I don't think I'd pardon anyone. I would try release the like JFK documents to find out what happened.
But bear in mind, you're making Northern Ireland great again, not America. So
I think if we knew the truth, we would. It would be a better country.
Help us prosper.
I would if we to make Northern Ireland great again without getting too serious. Just hit the reset button on Stormont, and like we make it an elimination match. We make everyone. Yeah, we make it like we get like one of those arenas, you know, like in Rome or Italy or something like that. Like yeah, and they all have to get in the middle of it, and they all have to fight for their place like gladiators.
Now, do they die in it? Or is it like WWE, like a Royal Rumble type thing?
Here's what's gonna happen. Yeah, they die in it, but listen, Dave, you gotta crack a few eggs and make an omelette. In this case, we gotta crack a few old skulls to get some new vibrant exuberance into the government. See, here's the thing: if they really want it, to earn it, they'll fight for it and they'll die for it. That's the people
that
who
is
go. That's extreme.
I would be keen to see this Butler Kingdom come into play.
And I'm when they're having the things, I'm on top of the little throne like this, and then I have a wee hanky and I go, fight! And then the hanky hits the ground. As soon as it hits the ground, they all ah!
And then when it's down to like one person and one's wielding the sword, they look up to you and you go, off his head.
Yes,
and then you go like this, and then they go, what? And you go, only joking, it's opposite day. I go, get killed.
Stiff.
No, I like that. I think what you've done there is just bring back a sort of violent element. I mean, Northern Ireland hasn't had enough violence in its past, so I think
sometimes we gotta go back to go forward, and that's my campaign, baby.
And that's it, make NI great again. Sometimes you have to go back to go forward. I like that.
Yeah, that's a little campaign.
And he would bring back internment.
Yep, for sure.
But no, that's a good question for someone that blew their load early. Well done.
Hope that was an answer for you, Matthew.
No, that was a pretty good answer. Nathan McMullen has said, how do I tell my mate Wes that his barber's making his hairline look worse than it already is? Big up the Bangor Mafia. Major shout out to my Bangor squad, North Down crew, and the place to be one time. Yo, rewind. Yeah, that's the ghetto speak from the Bangor Marina crew. But yeah, what I just think I should take this one. What do you think?
I think if there's one person who knows.
Hey Nathan, what I want you to do is I want you to take your mobile phone. I want you to play this to your mate Wes. Right? Hey, getting the guys outside ready to get a quick getaway because they say this is going to be hot, it's going to be illegal, it's going to be explicit. Wes, your hair's shit, mate. Your hair's shit. Your hairline is so shit, it's more backward than the DUP. You know, that's what it is. You need to get that hair fixed. You need to ditch your barber, unless it's Mikey, the barber that I use. If it's a barber, you know, you need to go. You maybe need to just reach out, branch out, try something new. Maybe a bald haircut. You know, maybe just get rid of the whole hair. Maybe get in touch with one of those guys that come over from Turkey and say, swag me up, or just ultimately wear a toupee. You know, but effectively Nathan is calling you out. He's saying your hair shit, Wes. You know, your hair's probably a shit because your name's Wes, but I mean, you know, that's just what goes hand in hand. But man, I'm sure you're a nice guy, Wes, but you've got shit hair and change your name. There you go, Nathan. Done.
Wes.
Burnt.
Why is your forehead so big?
This is coming from a circumcised guy. He knows.
No, I'm not circumcised. That's not what it is.
Right.
It's the other thing.
Willie Palmer. Which is what you're getting up to whenever your parents are in holidays. It said, "Dear Butt Reynolds and Pappy Pavarotti."
Butt Reynolds is good.
Don't you think Shane's time of being in Nevada is very convenient given the recent plans to invade Area 51? Seems to me like the NBC is indeed confirmed as an alien freak guy and has made the journey to defend his people. Reasonable explanation? I think so.
We obviously, me and Dave have signed NDAs in regards to Shane's race and his nationality and things like that. But we're not going to confirm or deny anything. We'll just say, are you on the right path?
But do you hear what this thing is? This Area 51 thing? You know what Area 51 is?
It's where they keep all the UFOs.
Well, apparently, according to like stats, it's just a military base. the Air Force, the US Air Force have there. They won't give anything out about it. Won't confirm or deny anything.
That's right.
Long story short, this dude, who I mean, I could be wrong, could be judging him wrong. He's kind of a stoner guy. Started this petition on Facebook, being like, "Let's storm Area 51 because we want to see them aliens." And it's got over 1 million people have signed up to do it. So it started off as a joke. Now there's potentially a risk of people turning up to Area 51 to break in and try to. But the Air Force have, in no uncertain terms, said, "We will murder you if you do that."
That's true.
You know, so if you turn up, and I mean, I think it could be a real landmark moment for, you know, millennials.
If it happened, it would be the most crazy shit ever.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd be behind the US Air Force. You know what I mean? I'd be out behind. Like Trump would be like, if they want to invade my private area, we assassinate them. We hit them with lasers. The lasers will be attached to sharks. I'd be like, that's from Austin Powers. No, it isn't.
Yeah, yeah.
This is technology. Imagine that's what they were working on. Freaking laser beams. And just evaporated people.
Yeah. I think I would favour the Air Force to kill every million people who showed up, for sure.
You know what I would really love would be great banter? If you went into Area 51, it's just a load of Mexicans. Because you know why Trump refers to them as aliens?
What if you...
They break in, "Show me your aliens." "Hello, mister." "How are you?" "I'm very sleepy."
What if you go in and it's just like macro? It's just a bunch of big boxes of crisps and all, and just wee sweets.
Any wonder they're keeping that a secret? That's great. Yeah. Be like, here, all just a load of fat Americans. Just the key to the obesity war is just in Area 51. But yeah, you know what? It's coincidental that he's in America when people are going to storm Area 51, his homeland. It's also coincidental that he's in San Francisco during San Francisco Pride Week. I mean, I think Shane's a very he's a funny guy. You know, we do take the piss. A lot of stuff we say is a joke, but also there's some truth in it, but whatever. But at the same time, he's very meticulous. Like, he does work hard on things, and he does put a lot of thought into things.
Yes.
So, I mean, I could very well see the fact that he's gone to Area 51 as an intended move on his part.
Yep. Good luck, Shane.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've not seen his fingers up close...
Oh. Well, no, you have.
Yeah, whether you've meant to or not.
If you've stepped outside the door, you've seen them up close. Oh,
wow. Our boy Ronaldo's come in with a very sexy shirt that he's got on. He's on Albufeira. You know what that says to me?
That's a good shirt.
That picture, he's eating a breakfast, he's drinking a coffee, very sexy, in the Papa Bear and the Money Toad t-shirt got off the Boytown shop, which is on Facebook.
Man.
He's got, you know what that says to me? He's in Albufeira, and I just see Albufeira, let us near you.
Oh,
that's what he's ready to take.
I like
Albufeira. But Ronaldo said, "Bom dia, chicos," just back from my halls, in the homeland of the Prince of Cum, Cristiano Ronaldo. As you can see from the photo, I enjoyed a traditional Portuguese breakfast with another skinny cappuccino. I insisted that all the sausages were checked with the traditional Boytown method by splitting it in half and inserting the tongue. Could have sworn that I saw Papa Physique lying in the street outside Lick nightclub with two empty 2-litre jugs of sangria, calling everybody lightweights. Hey, if you'd gone back in time to me in Albufeira, that could have well been the case. But my question is this: is Curtis just biding his time until his dream man comes into the villa?
So Curtis seems like a controversial figure on this show, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah,
I got a glimpse of him the other night. Not in the best of shape, I'm not going to say.
No, he's not super jacked like a lot of the guys. You know?
And he's a dancer.
Bit of a guy. He's a dancer, yeah.
Wow. And he was originally with a girl, and then
called Amy.
Then she said,
"I love you, Case."
She said, "Why don't you cuddle me in the morning?" He was like, "Because I like to make coffee for the lads."
Tell you what, that was the best thing I've ever heard during an argument about everything.
I read it and went, "Oh my god, what a dick!" And then I read it and went, "Also, that's probably what I would say if that happened to me."
What I want you to do is a bit of role play. I want to act this scene. You be her. And you'd be like, "Why don't you cuddle me?" And then you're like a Essex voice. "Why don't you cuddle me in the morning,
babe?"
You're angry. You're angry because you sort of love me, but I'm not doing it,
babe.
Yes. What is it?
I want to talk to you.
What do you want to talk to me about?
You won't cuddle me.
But I have to make people coffee. Why am I doing the key? I have to make people coffee and I'll be ready for the day. He's like, I have to think Gary Barlow. I have to make people coffee so they're ready for the day.
But
to prepare them for the day ahead, mate. And I turn into Game of Thrones to prepare them for the fucking dead, you stupid bitch. Yeah. But that was it. He's just like, yeah. But like, why don't you call me in the morning? Because I have to make people coffee so they're prepared for the day ahead.
You know
what I mean? What a great excuse.
Oh my god, I heard that and went, yes. And then, yeah, I just was like...
And you know what? He could have been sly and gone because you've got really purple gums and they probably bleed and you've probably got gingivitis and it's probably real stinky.
Is she purple gum? Is that the cousin of Purple Tooth?
There's only one Purple Tooth. He banished Purple Gum. I am Purple Tooth, the Oracle. I don't know why Purple Tooth has a voice like that, but it's a bit like the old Campbellian voice. Ben, there's a bit of old Campbellian in us all. I can't actually do the old Campbellian voice, but Shane has somehow channeled himself into me. Before he went to America, he said, Dave, can I put a little piece of myself inside you? And I said, yes. And now I can do the old Campbellian voice. Do you enjoy that?
It's for tinfoil thoughts.
That's what I mean.
Tinfoil thoughts.
The tinfoil thoughts. And the old Campbellians are in cahoots.
Oh dear.
Both perverts. What do we like for time? I feel like we're on schedule. Oh my god, baby.
Ooh, nice.
Right, that's that last question? It was Ronaldo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. This dude means business.
Oh no.
Harry Ozzy Mitchell, aka Harry Snitchell, he says he's a Swaz water boy, so I mean,
I like him.
He's our kind of guy. He said, any cum-worthy 12th celebrations last week? Big fan, love the show, Papa Dad Physique Bear and Aaron is alright, I guess. You know, so and you, what is you? Do you tell me you're a dissident Republican? Is that right?
I'm not just a dissident Republican. I'm the dissident.
Right, okay, so you obviously...
I lead the tribe.
You don't really celebrate the 12th then, do you?
I'm the anti-12th. If the 12th had like a Santa or something, I'd be like the wee anti-Santa. Like the gremlin,
you'd be
the
Krampus.
demon. Yep. Yeah. I'm the 12th.
The 12th. What is the opposite of the 12th? I don't even know. It's probably
the closest is Paddy's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
But
hey, you know my sweet, I've told people, the listeners know this, I am, one side of my family is Protestant.
That's right.
The other is Catholic.
That's
so
right.
therefore I'm a bisexual, right?
You are.
So because I'm a bisexual, I can enjoy the 12th.
Yeah, you can.
And I can enjoy St. Patrick's Day. Do you know what I mean? And I love it because, I mean, being bisexual, I mean, I just take people as they come.
You do.
You know?
If there's one thing Dave Elliott does do.
I mean, but to be fair, I think there should be a motion in Northern Ireland. Like, I would like to do a speech before you have your gladiatorial battles between the UP and Sinn Féin and the other parties. You know, I'd like to come in and be like...
Yep, get them pumped.
Mm-hmm. I just say, look, guys, you know, we shouldn't be hating people based on their religion. They should be hating people based on them being dicks or not, you know?
Yep.
Like, if you're a dick, you can be a Catholic dick, a Protestant dick, a straight dick, a gay dick. You can be a Chinese dick, but they're probably dead on because they like Asians. You know, you can be a black dick, a white dick. Do you mean? But if you're a dick,
yeah,
you're a dick, and that should be what you bring down your gavel. Albeit you'd have a strap on, I imagine. Bam. Yep. But that should be it. You know,
Judge Grinder,
correct.
By the way, I've been watching Judge Grinder a lot recently. Yeah. Hey, have you ever watched him?
I have. All right.
I love him. He's pretty fabulous.
He is. He's very calm.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he's our sort of guy.
Yeah, but did I, if any comes 12th celebrations, I did visit a lot of bonfires, but it was, again, for a secret project I'm doing. Yeah. Basically what is I'm touting, I'm going around all the bonfire sites and getting footage of people being bad and giving it to this guy.
And I pass it
Matty McPullen, our boy, a Patreon as well, which means he's a superhero. Is that what one of the tiers are, Ben? Superheroes. Do you want to bring me through the Patreons? I'll give them a shout out too. Patreon. But Matty McPullen, it's actually pronounced Paulin. He's a very special boy. You know, a lot of love for him in the podcast. So he said, "Good afternoon, good sirs. I hope everything is well. I'd just like to say I've been enjoying the special guests on the podcast, and they've been some of my favourite in recent weeks." Oh, Shane's not going like that.
Oh no.
When Mummy comes home from her holidays, will there be a possibility for a special guest podcast with both Papa Bear and the NBC in attendance? Hey, I'm going to say it's not up to me. It's up to the listeners. The livers in Boytown, is that a thing where people are alive? They're livers, I guess.
Yep.
The people of Boytown, the citizens, the livers, the friends of the show, the freedoms of the show, you know, whatever else. It's up to you to decide if there's enough. Like, it's like going to Area 51. Do you know what I mean? If there's enough people that can go to Area 51 and storm it, you know, there's enough people in Boytown to say, yeah, we want guests on, get in touch. Let us know who you want to listen to. Have you enjoyed the guests that have been on? Have you enjoyed Colin? Have you enjoyed Kieran? Have you enjoyed the Buttmeister General? You know, if you enjoy it, get in touch. Say, hey, we like the podcast, or if you want to see guests, let us know.
Yep.
And also, because we gave a shout out to our Patreons, which were Matty McPullen, who's a big Patreon. He is the Super King star of Boytown at the minute. Other Patreons are Cameron Vance, yeah, Jamie Harrison, Jonathan Campbell, Leanne, Luke, Marcus Brothers, Mark McGloin, Matthew McPullen, who is of course Matty McPullen, Matthew Mernon, Good Mernon, Orla Bradley, and Peter Harris. Major shout out to those Patreons.
Good people.
We are literally getting new stands for our mics next week because of you guys.
Yep, we need them.
This, like, Ben, sorry I'm going to do this, but I'm a maverick. Oh, you know, that's going to sound horrible, you know, but again, we need new I'm going to break these at the end of the podcast, like Kurt Cobain.
Yep, like Hulk Hogan at the end of WrestleMania, brother.
That's what it's going to be. But no, seriously, thanks to Patreon. If you guys haven't already, please support the podcast. I'll much appreciate it. Muchos apreciación for all my Spanish listeners. Nearly wrapping this up here, my man. You know what? It's not even a question. It's just something to think will make you feel good. You know, it's a comment on the announcement that you'll be hosting this week, and it's from Wilson Davison. It's just said, the GOAT. The greatest of all time.
Oh, shit.
Benjani Punani, what are we at for time, my man?
Just over an hour.
Just over an hour. That's a beautiful episode of the Boytown podcast. If you haven't already, rate and review the podcast on iTunes. Just follow on SoundCloud. Get behind it on Spotify as well. Hey, this guy's got his own podcast. Do you want to plug that?
Aaron Butler podcast on hiatus, but it's coming back next month. My Instagram page, Aaron's Dad Videos. Follow that because there's a lot of content coming up next month that I'm very excited
Any
about.
gigs coming up?
The Pavilion on the 22nd of July and the Pavilion on the 29th of July. 2 weeks in a row.
Very nice.
Come see me. And then come see the Pug Uglies gig this Thursday if you're listening to it by
on
then.
the 18th.
Because that's going to be a fun time. Rory Woods, Kevin McAleer,
Me.
Dave Elliott,
And also Robbie McShane.
and also Robbie McShane.
I need to give a shout out to Robbie McShane and apologise. I forgot that I'd booked him. You know, for that, to be totally honest, I forgot that I put him down, didn't write it in the book, and then when the poster came out, I had Woodsy on it and didn't have him on it. So again, Robbie, it's a sincere apology for me. You know, I love you, man. You're doing support at my show.
Yep.
You know, a lot of respect. Major shout out. Robbie's actually doing this show right now, so hope he's doing well.
I hope it's doing well too.
And also, other than that, you know, just check out the Shane Tallcast if you literally have nothing else to do. And then also Dave Elliott's Weird Podcast, which is out on Monday. So, yay. Get behind the Patreon, and if you want to buy some sweet swag Boytown gear like Ronaldo himself, I'll be putting some of his photos on Instagram, the ones that I can't put on because some of them were pretty X-rated. But until next week, Mummy's back next week, and I don't know how I feel about that.